In this video, I'm going to show you how I built a fully automated WhatsApp booking system for a restaurant using n8n. This workflow allows customers to book, cancel, or reschedule reservations through WhatsApp. It also handles voice notes, analyzes images, shares the menu and requests, and sends restaurant photos directly from Google Drive. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Alex and I run Loopsera. We build AI systems for businesses to help them save time and money. And yeah, if this sounds like something you need, just hit the link in the description. And if you've been following my AI automation tutorials and feel like you could use a bit of hands-on help, I'm now offering one-on-one coaching. So whether you are just getting started or stuck on something specific, I've got you. The link is in the description. I'll also leave a link to this workflow in the description. So let's first do a demo. So let's test the voice feature. Hello, I'd like to make a reservation. If you send it a voice note, it replies to you with a voice note.
Your details, Alex Safari. Could you please tell me the date, time, and number of guests for your reservation?
So right now I'm texting it. So my reservation has been confirmed. Let's ask for the menu. So it sent us the menu. Yeah, we can open it. Okay. It suggested that we should sit in the outdoors sitting area. So let's ask for an image. Yeah, so it sends us images of the restaurant if you request for one. Let's ask for all images. Yeah, so you see, it sends us images of the. I think this is the outside sitting area. This is this looks like the bar area, and this is the indoor area. And even gives us a caption of what it sent. So I guess that's it. Let's go and so we've asked for the menu. We've made the reservation. Let's confirm the reservation has been logged into the CRM. Yeah, so Yeah, so it has been confirmed. And let's look. Yeah, I'm also in the customers list, and this is the tables table. Yeah, so let's say we want to cancel. So now it has canceled the reservation. So this workflow is being triggered by a WhatsApp trigger, and you need to set up an account. So you'll head over to developers.facebook.com, and you are going to set up an account if you don't have one, and you'll head over to my apps. You'll create a new app. You'll select other, you'll click next. You'll select business, app name, email, business portfolio. You'll select the right business portfolio, and you'll create an app. You'll have to rewrite your password. And it'll bring you to this page. And what you'll do is you'll need to set up the WhatsApp API. So you'll select Setup WhatsApp. So Setup WhatsApp. And you'll select Start using the API. So API setup. So you'll click Start using the API. If you don't see that button in that page, you'll see it in the left menu right here. So next you'll need to add your phone number, and I guess I've already set up this account. I think I'll leave a link to a complete video on how to do this in the description in case I skip anything. So you'll add your phone number. You'll click add phone number, and it's gonna appear in your drop-down list right here. So you're going to set up your WhatsApp business display name, time zone, the category, and the business description. And then you're going to add your number, and then you're going to verify. And you're going to select. So in my case, I'm using a test phone number. You need to add your other phone number to the recipients list. You need to click generate access token. Once you generate your access token, you are going to go back to n8n. You're going to create new credential. Now you'll need a client secret and a client ID. So to get this client ID and client secret, you are going to go back. You're going to click app settings, and you're going to click basic. And for the client ID, it's going to be this app ID, and the client secret is going to be this app secret. Once you do so, it's going to set up, and it's going to tell you connection tested successfully, and you'll be good to go. So one thing to note, I'm currently using this in test mode, so you'll need to be verified to use it in production mode. So that's here. Yeah, you'll need to verify here. So next, let's continue. So this is the WhatsApp trigger, and we've set up credentials, and we are triggering on anytime we get a new message. So that's why we selected trigger on messages, and here we just added an option. So you click add option, we'll deselect everything, and it'll be good to go. If you don't add this option, it's going to trigger twice. So whenever someone sends you a message, and whenever it replies. Next, we have a switch node. So you'll search for a switch node, and for the switch node, here are the rules. So the first thing, once you've set up your WhatsApp trigger, you'll need to test it. So you'll go to your WhatsApp, you'll test it, look at the past runs, and this is the past run. I'll copy this to editor, and I'll pin the data there, and that's how we get our data. So we can continue building this. So we'll take this messages, the type of message. So the message type, where is it? So for an audio, you'll need to record an audio. You'll need to record an audio note, and for an image, you'll need to send an image, as well as for text. So right now, since we've sent a text, so we'll drag and drop this type right here, and we'll set the value equals to text. We'll do the same for an image, so for an image, and for an audio, and that's the rules. So since you're building for text, we'll go down this route, and we'll set the text. So right here we are fixing the value to read text, because it also has to go, we have these three options, merging into a restaurant AI agent, and this restaurant AI agent only takes an input called JSON.text. So that's why we are fixing our value to have a name text right there. So you'll notice also this, we are fixing the value to be called text. Same situation is also experienced here for the audio, and so that's for the text. Now for the image, we need to send an image, so we'll attach an image. So we'll send this. We'll go back, look at the previous runs. So we'll select the previous run. We'll copy to editor. We'll unpin the previous pin data, and we'll continue building. So here we need a get WhatsApp image URL. So it's a download. So we want to download this image. So I'll just select WhatsApp. So you'll select the WhatsApp Business Cloud node, and you'll select download media, and then you can rename it to get WhatsApp image URL. Make sure you set up your credentials right here. So here you'll need to you'll click create new credential, and you'll need to copy your access token and your business account ID. So if you go back to your developer.cloud, you need to go back to the WhatsApp API setup page. And you'll need to generate an access token, and your business account ID is this right here. You'll paste it here. So for the access token, you'll paste it here. So for the business account ID, you'll paste it there. You'll hit save. It's gonna tell you connection successful, and then you're going to continue building your workflow. So the resource here is media, and the operation is download. And here we're giving it the image ID. So if you look at the previous node, so the route, the switch node, you notice each image has got an ID. Where's it? Here, this right here. So you'll simply drag and drop this here, and if you do so, you already got the image ID, and so it will download that image right here. Now you'll notice it doesn't give you a binary file, so you'll need to download it, and for that you'll need to set up a HTTP request node, and the method is going to be get, and then you're going to paste the URL. So it gives you a URL, and you're now going to download this binary file from this URL, and you're going to set up authentication. So it's going to be generic credential type. You're going to select header auth, and you're going to create new credential, and here you're going to paste the, it's going to be X API key, then so it's going to be authorization, and here you are going to copy the access token, go back here, and let me create a new credential. So we've said so for the value, you're going to paste bearer space, and then you're going to paste your access key here, your access token right here, and then you're going to click save. Make sure you've also added this, authorization. I think it was authorization. Yeah, so it's authorization, then bearer space your API key. And you're going to execute this step. Next, we'll need to analyze the image. And so for this, we'll need an analyze image AI node from Google Gemini. So this is a Google Gemini node, and we'll select analyze image. And we are feeding it the binary file. We're feeding it this binary file to analyze. And the resource is image. The operation is analyze image. And here we're selecting the model that's supposed to analyze this image. So in our case, we've used Gemini 2.0 Flash, and we've given it the text input. So this is the prompt. So we're asking it what's in the image. And here we're selecting binary file, and now data, the name of this binary file. So it's called data. And this is the output it has spit out. And next we'll need to fix this value, like I said. So the output needs to be called texts. Next, we've got the voice notes. So to set up the voice note flow, you'll simply record a voice note. Hello, good afternoon. You'll go back, look at the previous run. So this is the most recent run. We are going to copy this to editor and pin the last pin data. And we are going to add a WhatsApp business node. So WhatsApp Cloud is WhatsApp Business Cloud node, and it's going to be download media. The same thing we did for the image is the same thing we're going to do for the voice notes. So you need to set up credentials. The source is media, the operation is download, and here we are feeding the audio ID. So here's the audio ID. This right here, the audio ID. Next, we'll need to download from the URL. We'll need to get the binary file. So that's why we're using this node. It's the same setup as this one for the image. And next, we'll need to transcribe the recording. So we're going to use the Gemini, the Google Gemini node, and this time we are going to select transcribe a recording. You can also use OpenAI's nodes. So OpenAI has got analyze image node. They've also got the transcribe a recording node. And here the resource is audio. We've selected the model, the input file type. This is the transcribed audio. So next we'll need to set this. We need to set this output to have the name texts. And this goes to the restaurant AI agent. And here is where we are feeding our inputs. So the customer message is the JSON texts. So it's the message from either this audio recording, image, or the texts. So that's why we've got this here, the JSON text. So you'll simply drag and drop this right here from one of the set fields. And next we are feeding the customer phone number. So for the customer phone number, you'll get it from the trigger. So from this WhatsApp trigger, you'll find the phone number right here, and you'll simply drag and drop it there. And this right here is the system message, so the system prompt. So we're saying it's an AI assistant in charge of this restaurant right here, and we've given it the responsibilities. So we are telling it how it's supposed to handle the reservations. So if it's a new reservation, how it's supposed to handle a new reservation, how it's supposed to handle cancellations and rescheduling. And here we also mentioning how we're supposed to share the menu. So we're saying if the user asks for the menu, they can highlight the popular items and ask if they'd like to view the PDF. And restaurant photos, this is how it's supposed to handle restaurant photos. So it's using the send images tool to handle the restaurant photos. I'm gonna take you through the tool. And here we're giving it a style and communication. And here we're giving it the current date and time. So the chat model we're using here is so we're using GPT-4o, and we're using OpenRouter. You can set up an account with OpenRouter, and you'll get your API key. So in case you're wondering why I'm using OpenRouter, it's because OpenRouter gives me access to all LLMs in one place. So instead of setting up accounts with different LLM providers, I can access all of them using one API key. So that's why I'm using OpenRouter. So once you set up an account with Open Router, you'll go to keys and you'll create your API key. You'll go back here and you'll set up, so you'll create new credential and paste your API key here. Don't forget to rename your API key. So let's close this. And for this simple memory, we're using n8n simple memory. And here we are giving it the unique user ID as the session key. So it's defined below. And for the session ID, we are using the customer's phone number. And the reason we're using this is so that it can differentiate each user. So that's why we are setting up using the customer's phone number. And here's how we are handling reservations. So here's the customer. So we've here is the CRM. So we're using Google Sheets. We've got the customers table, we've got the tables table, and the reservations table. So whenever the customer is new, they're supposed to be added to this customers table. And this is the tables table, so it keeps record of the table. So we know table 1 has got a capacity of 2 people. Table 2 has got a capacity of 4 people. So if you are booking a table, it has to first check the capacity and then make a booking. And here's the reservations table. So whenever you make a reservation, you are logged to this this right here. So from which you can see I had mentioned we are 4 guests, and you see automatically it picked table 2 because it has a capacity of 4 people. So this is the Google Sheet tool. This is for getting the customers lists. So get row, and here we are referencing the Google Sheet it's supposed to get rows from. Update customers lists. So operation is append or update row. We're mentioning the sheet it's supposed to update or get row, update or append row. And here we are setting up the ID, the name, the phone, and the email. Next is the get table details. So you want it to read the tables table. Right here, operation is get row. And here is the get reservations list. So it uses this tool to read this reservations table. Update reservations list. So this is update row. It uses this tool to update the reservations, and it's matching using the ID column. And here we've got the create reservation. So this is to create a reservation in the reservations spreadsheet. So the operation here is append row. Here we are specifying which sheet to update, to append row. And here we are setting up the ID and then the custom ID. So if you don't know how this came about, you just click you just click this star button right here, and it the AI, so this AI agent will automatically fill this in. You'll do the same for all other columns in this list right here. Now that's for the updates. So while I was building this, I realized this AI agent doesn't have context of some stuff. So so when you first contact this AI agent, the very first thing it will do is it will read the customer list. So it will determine if you are an existing customer, and if you are an existing customer, it then gets back to you and adds a touch of a personal touch to the message. So it's gonna say, so for example, if I'm an existing customer in this list right here, it's gonna say, hi Alex, welcome back. And so once it reads the customer's list, if you make a reservation, it's going to read this get table details to determine if the table it's supposed to recommend has the right capacity. It also reads the get reservations list to check if the table is open given the time that you want the reservation to be. And if it's open, then it appends. It creates the reservation using this tool. And to update a reservation, it'll go through the same procedure. So it'll get the reservations list and then updates. Now this is how we are handling the menu. So the menu is a Google Doc file. It is this file right here. So this is the menu. So whenever you request for the menu, or if you request for an item, for the menu items, let's say for a specific menu item, it'll read this Google Docs. And if you request for a PDF version, it will use this other tool, the send menu document. And this is and this tool right here is what we call the call n8n workflow tool. And so if you request for the menu, so we've set up this tool, we've named it send menu document. So here we have given this tool a description. So it should call this to send the menu. And this right here is the workflow it's calling. So basically, here we've added when executed by another workflow trigger. So add another trigger. It's going to be in this list right here. So when executed by another workflow. And we've mentioned that we only need the phone number as inputs. And so this right here is a previous run. And once we get once we have this phone number, we'll then download the menu from Google Drive. So the PDF version of the menu. So we'll download it here. This is a download file a download file node. So Drive, Google Drive, download a file. So you use this node right there, and then we'll use our WhatsApp node. So send menu. So this is it's going to send the documents. So it's a send message. So it's a WhatsApp Business Cloud, and the node is this send message node. And this is how we've set it up. We've obviously set up the credentials, the resource is message, the operation is send, and here we're specifying the sender's phone number and then the recipient's phone number. Let me select a previous run. So let's copy this to editor. Let's unpin this. So as you can see, we've got the phone number right here. It's downloading the menu, and the menu is being downloaded in a binary format. And this is what we are using to send to the WhatsApp number. So here we are specifying the WhatsApp number. So we'll select the schema tab. We'll drag and drop the phone number right here, and then we'll set this up. So we'll select the message type is document. So we want it to take the document from n8n. So this right here. And the input data field name is this right here, data. And that's how it's sending the PDF menu. Next, we've got so this is how it handles photos. So we are using a Google Drive tool. And what it does is it first checks all the documents in the Sizzling Fork, so the restaurant's Google Drive. And if you ask for the menu, Once it gets all documents, it then calls this tool. So it's called another workflow tool again, and so sorry. So for the images are stored in this Google Drive folder, and so it's searching this Drive folder, and so it gets this images ID, and then it calls this tool, and it gives it the image ID right here and the phone number, and it calls this workflow right here, and then it does the same thing as the menu flow, this right here, but this time we are sending images. So we are downloading and sending. So we've specified the phone number right here, and the message type is image. So that's how it works, and that's it with this. Okay, let's go ahead. And so here we're using an if node to differentiate. So if the customer texts you, you'll reply in text, and if the customer sends a voice note, it'll reply using a voice note. So we're using this to differentiate the type of message that we are receiving. So that's the if node right here, and we are checking the trigger, and if the audio, if this field is true, so this voice is true, it means the message was sent. So it means the message was a voice note. So it will go down this route. So we're going to generate an audio based on this restaurant AI agent's feedback. So we will convert it to an audio, and to generate the audio, we'll simply select this AI. We'll go to the AI nodes, and we'll select generate audio, and this is how you configure this node. So you need to set up an account with OpenAI, resources audio, and then the operation is generate audio. We're using TTS1, so that's text to speech 1, and what it's supposed to convert to audio is the output from this AI agent. So we'll take the output from the if node, or we can also take the output from this restaurant AI agent. They're all the same thing. And here we're selecting the voice, so we went with Alloy, and the response format is AAC. So we are selecting this as the response format. You'll just add option. So you select add option, and response format, we'll select AAC. If you don't select AAC, it's going to throw an error. Let me show you the error it's going to throw. So let's delete this. Let's go to the next node. Let's execute step. So this is the error it's going to throw, and it's going to give you a list of all the supported audio formats or file formats. So for video, they need this format right here, or this. Now for the audio, they only need MP. What was it? They need MP4 or AAC or MPEG or this other formats. But you see our format is MP3, which is not supported in this list right here. So that's why we are converting it to a format that's supported, and that's why I chose AAC. So let's go back and select add option, response format. We're going to select AAC, and we're going to save our workflow. Now this is so this node is what's a send message node, and the only difference between this and the text one is the message type here. So we are sending an audio, and you're taking the file from n8n and specifying which file it's supposed to send. Now for the message, it's the same node, the send message node from WhatsApp, and the type is text, and here we are feeding it the texts. So the output from this restaurant AI agent, or the if node. And that's it with this workflow. Like I said, I'll leave a link to this workflow in the description. And we also build systems like this for businesses. So hit the link in the description if you want one for your business. Don't forget to comment if you've got a question. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one.